Hello, and welcome to part two of New Paradigms in Business. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing more about how to utilize the divine masculine energy and how this energy supports you in your business, as well as which archangels are associated with the divine masculine and how you can call on these archangels to support you in your work as a healer, as a spiritual teacher, as a light worker, as a coach, as someone who is here to be of service and to guide and support others on their journey of transformation. My name is Christina Aroche, and I am a spiritual teacher, mentor, and healer. And I've been doing this work for over 7 years now. And what I love to do is support other healers in the development of their own business, their body of work, how they are meant to show up in the world and make an impact in the world. And the way that I do that is by teaching about the archangels and specifically how to work with them, how to deepen your own spiritual connection, the connection to your truth, to who you are, and how to show up confidently in the world so that you can deliver the message, so that you can show up in your fullest truth, so that you can show up in your light, so that you can make an impact and help others, so that you can answer the calling of your soul. And I'm so excited to have you here today. So this is part two, which means that there's a part one. And if you missed part one, I'm going to link it at the top right here so that you can go check out part one, where I talk about the divine feminine side of things and the archangels that are associated with the divine feminine and how to utilize that to support you in your business. Today, we're going to be talking about the divine masculine. So first of all, let's define the divine masculine, which is an energy. It's a characteristic of the energy where it brings a lot of support. It brings a lot of structure. It brings a lot of this kind of like systems and strategy, and it supports us. It has this firmness to it when it comes to the divine masculine. The divine masculine is often typically associated with more of like logical thinking and step by step and planning things out and putting things into place and really bringing through this energy of movement through those processes. So that is the divine masculine. And the main archangels that come through with the divine masculine are, of course, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Raphael. So these are the main ones that come in. And as I go through this video, there might be other ones that step forward, but those are the main ones that we're going to be covering in today's video. And so when it comes to your business, your work, if you are an entrepreneur or desire to be an entrepreneur, and you desire to bring through the message of healing, of spiritual growth, connection, you are here to coach others, to be of service to others. And this is going to be really important for you to understand that when it comes to your business and creating a successful, thriving business that grows and that is consistent when it comes to cash flow and when it comes to the expansion of your own work, it is very important to pay attention to where you are utilizing the divine masculine energy to support you and to hold and build and grow in that structure, in that framework. And so when we have the structure in place, when we have the framework in place, that is when you will also see that it becomes much easier for the divine feminine energy to flow and for this energy to really be a part of everything that you desire to bring forward, because the divine feminine is now being held and supported and elevated by the divine masculine. And that's why you need both. And I'll be honest, what I typically see is the extremes. We either have one extreme where it's usually, people who aren't so spiritual and so aware in that sense and are very much in the masculine when it comes to building a business, very like hustle mentality, very structured, very strategy oriented, very like da, 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 da. And then there's the other side of it, which I see more in the spiritual community. And to be honest, I've definitely had moments where it was very much leaned towards only the divine feminine, where it's just like, well, I'm just going to take each step by step and kind of like see what happens and go with the flow, right? And I don't know exactly what the plan is, but I'm just going to wait for my intuition to tell me. And it's kind of like this, you're living on the edge of your seat and you're not really sure what's next, but you're just kind of trusting that the next thing is going to come, but there's no actual structure, there's no actual framework. And I've been there, I've done that. I get it. It works for a little bit, but then you kind of get tired of the burnout of always constantly having to kind of be on that edge. And so that's why the masculine energy is so important to have, because that's what creates the framework. That's what creates the structure, so that if you want to take 2 weeks off from your business, or you want to work less hours, or you have a certain type of lifestyle that you desire to create for yourself, you have the ability to do that. That's what the divine masculine does for us. It brings in the strategy and the structure that's necessary. It sets the foundation to have whatever the vision is that you desire to come to life. It supports that. And then the divine feminine of creativity and visioning and intuition and all of that expression, all of that can flow much easier when it is supported by the divine masculine. So when it comes to your business specifically and utilizing the divine masculine energy, the first place to just pay attention to and be aware of is when you're making decisions. And one of the most important things that you will have to do in business is make decisions. And I remember hearing this a while ago. I don't remember who said this or where I even heard this. But what I do remember hearing is the number one thing that's going to keep you stuck is indecision. When you are in a space where you are afraid of making a decision, or you're overthinking a decision and essentially you are not making the decision, that indecision is what's going to hold you back. And so being in business requires you to make decisions. The decisions will be minuscule or will be big decisions. And regardless of where it is on the scale, you have to practice trusting in yourself and trusting in your intuition, trusting in your gut feeling, trusting in how you make decisions, and trust yourself to make the decision. And oftentimes we hold ourselves back because we're afraid of making the wrong decision. We're like, well, I'm not really sure. Like, this is scary. Am I ready for this? It's often those decisions that we kind of, push to the side and we delay, or we sabotage ourselves because we think that we don't know the answer, or we feel like maybe we're not ready for the answer. And so we just don't make the decision. And then what happens? You kind of just stay in the same place. And then you feel resentful. And then you feel, all these things that keep you stuck and keep you in a space where you're not actually moving forward. And so when it comes to making decisions, Archangel Michael is going to be amazing to connect with, as well as Archangel Samuel. So those two are the ones that you want to connect to, call on them, ask for their guidance and support in terms of making a decision. And the thing that you want to pay attention to is, are you avoiding a decision simply because you're afraid? In which case, Archangel Michael can support you in tapping into your inner courage and tapping into what you probably know already the answer, that it's about stepping outside of your comfort zone, but you don't want to, or you're too afraid, or whatever the case is, and making that decision that feels a little bit uncomfortable, that is requiring a greater trust, a bigger leap of faith, so to speak. And so Archangel Michael can support you in that. Sometimes we don't make decisions because we just are maybe confused, or we're kind of like, I'm not really sure. Is this the right thing? Is this the right thing? I genuinely just don't know. And in that case, Archangel Samuel is really great to call upon, because he's going to help you to see more clearly the decision that is right for you. He's going to help you to see what pathway, because essentially when we're making decisions, we're choosing between two paths or maybe multiple paths. And so he's going to help you to see which pathway is for your highest good. And so as you are working with the archangels, as you are tuning in, when you feel the hit, you got to go. You got to make the decision and move forward. And from there, your decision-making process, you're going to become more familiar with it. You're going to become more comfortable with it, and you're going to trust in it so much more. Okay. That's the first thing. The next thing is around creating strategies for your offers, for your business model, like the general strategic methods that you are using to grow your business, to create the offers, and to market them to others. So, there's going to be a lot of different places where you're going to utilize strategy and where it's going to fit in and how it supports you and what you need to do and all that kind of stuff. And so, when it comes to the strategy, Archangel Uriel is the one that you want to call on to support you. And the reason why he is coming in is because strategy is really based on where you are most empowered and what feels the most powerful for you. There's a million strategies out there. Like you could look up business strategy 101 and there'll be tons and tons and tons and tons of things, and even things that sound contradictory to each other. And the thing is that when it comes to growing your business, especially as a spiritual entrepreneur, especially as someone who is here, that is, your business isn't something that you're just like, well, I'm just going to try this. Your business is something that is an answer to a divine calling. Like, I know that you're in business not because you think like, let me just try this out, but you're in business because you feel called. You have a greater mission on your heart that you desire to fulfill, that God is calling you forward to fulfill. And so in that case, what's important to understand is that there is a unique strategy and pathway to you that is not something that you're going to learn in a textbook. You might take a couple things here and there, right? Like there's strategies that you can take the idea or the basic framework and bring it in and see what fits together. But at the end of the day, it's about trusting in your unique way of doing this thing. And so Archangel Uriel is the one to call on because he's going to help you to connect to your power, so that whatever you decide to do, whatever strategies come forward, whatever ideas come in, you feel empowered in them, and that you are choosing the strategies that are most aligned to your being, to what you're here to do, and to what is most fulfilling to you. And depending on what fulfills you, there's going to be different strategies, and they all work. And the thing that makes a strategy work is the fact that it's aligned in all aspects, in terms of the energetics, in terms of the end goal, in the sense of like, what's the transformation that you're desiring to accomplish, and things like that. So Archangel Uriel is the one to call on to support you in that regard. And then when it comes to having systems in place, and when it comes to systems, this is essentially looking at your business from like a bird's eye view and seeing, where can you create funnels, meaning that when prospective clients find you online, what's the pathway that they're walking to learn more about you, to learn from you, to receive from you, to receive some sort of transformation, or whatever the case may be. So you want to look at funnels. You want to look at how you are onboarding new clients, and maybe even people who are working for you in your company. And there's all these different places where you want to look at systems. And it's like the saying goes, work smarter, not harder. And you can utilize systems to really support that and automate things, and just have a way in which people filter in and are brought to the right offers, to the right services, that is what they are seeking. And so when it comes to that, Archangel Raphael comes in big time to support you, as well as Archangel Michael. And with Archangel Raphael, he's here to help you to really feel into the energy of your business. And one of the things that I like to see when it comes to business is that it's kind of like an ecosystem, and that it has its own kind of like flow and energy, and just all sorts of things that support the integration of everything, as how everything works as a system. Like your overall business is a system. And so with Archangel Raphael, he helps you to see the living, breathing thing that your business is, so to speak. And so with Archangel Raphael, when you call on him, he's going to support you with being able to tune into the funnels that are right for you and the people that you're meant to serve. He's going to help you to see like what feels good, because that's the other part of creating systems, is that it has to feel good. And so he's helping you to tap into your heart. He's helping you to tap into your being, so that you know what feels good, what makes a potential client feel connected to you? What makes them feel like you know them already, or like they're seen and recognized by you through the work that you put out there? So calling on Archangel Raphael is going to support you with that. And then Archangel Michael is there to just kind of bring more of that like sturdiness, supportive energy in place, so that as you're putting the funnels together, it really creates this beautiful structured energy. So these are the angels that are here to support you with your business when it comes to the divine masculine side of things. So I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know which parts or which aspects are you working on right now. And if you have any questions about working with the archangels in your business and to support you, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I can create another video to support you and answer those questions and really bring it in together. Now, the other thing that I want to share with you is right now the doors are open for enrollment to the in-service program. This is a 9-month program where we literally go through everything when it comes to building a thriving, beautiful, fulfilling business that is the answer to your soul's calling. And so I want to take you on this ride with me, take you through this journey, and to show you how to create a business that is unique to you, that is aligned with you, and that is so supportive in terms of the impact that you desire to create and also the income that supports you in your lifestyle. And so you can find all the details for in service in the details below this video. You can also find it in the pinned comment below this video. And I cannot wait to support you on this journey. If you have any questions at all about in service, you can always reach out to me via DM on Instagram or through the contact form on my website. And this is going to be such an amazing, beautiful ride for those of you who are committed and dedicated to your vision, to your calling, to your truth, to who you are. I cannot wait to support you inside of the in-service program. Thank you so much for being here today and for watching this video. If this is something that you feel someone you know needs to hear, please feel free to share with them. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed yet, definitely subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss any other future videos. That is it for today. Thank you so much again. I am sending you so much love and angel blessings. Bye.